Hey guys, welcome back to Parkitect University. In this episode, we're going to be exploring the theme sci-fi. And yeah, let's just get going. Here are all the pieces that the sci-fi set provides. There's at least a good couple of them. I mean, there's a good pile of them, you can tell. It's kind of a retro feel to them. But I'm going to use these pieces in different ways to do a sci-fi build. And I think I want to build a lunar moon, like shelter base or something, like like a capsule. I want to do that. I want to build something like that, something very simple. But since the new update popped down at 1.10, we do have these pieces here that are colorable, so I'm excited to play with these guys. I want to play with some of these pieces. Also got recolored as well, so that's also good. Some of the doors have been recolorable since. You do need this door particularly is from the Booms and Blooms. No, Taste of Adventure pack. So if you don't have it, then I suggest you get that if you want to do doors on your, doors, sci-fi doors. So let's see here. What can we build? Here's our little plot of land. We're going to play around and we're going to do a sci-fi build. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Let's get our color palette first, as usual. So this is going to be like a sci-fi lunar base. So gray, white, not too white. Let's do the color, let's do color orange and blue. Because it's like a transportation color in a way. Or like a, this also reminds me of Star Tours. This is what I also do it too. So the other thing I want to talk about is what's sci-fi. Sci-fi is the combination of science and fantasy. So using technology to tell a story in a fantasy setting. Or things that are, or it's more like science fiction is more of a making fantasy type environments using science to back it up. That's basically what it is. It's my rough definition. Probably more better definitions on the internets than I can say, but that's what I would suggest. Actually, I want this color to be red and white. So let's go to that gray color I grabbed and go like this, gray, and then we can pick that orange. How do I get that orange again? I should know how to do this. So actually, if you grab the piece here and go like this, you can grab this one, go to orange, and then make this one gray. We're gonna guess our, actually let's make it white, yeah. Here's our little, let's do our base to be about this big. One makes a 3 by what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5. A 3 by 6. No, 3 by 5. I should know how to count. And I do want to make this usable in a build. Let's try that actually. Let me do this first. Let me make a little base. Oh yeah, you know what? This could be like an info base. Kind of like that idea. Make this like an info thing. Actually, I want to make this little. No, we're gonna leave this open like this so that we can fit it in better. So I'm slow at start usually when it comes to building like this because I'm still trying to figure out in my head what I want to do with the build. I know I want to have like landing feet for the build, suggesting it just it's a like a settlement capsule that would be built. That's what I'm thinking about. So it's like, oh no, I want that at 1. So if it's a foot here, a foot here, a foot here, a foot here, and make this lighter, I'll make it smaller. Make this bigger. Yeah, okay. See how that's, So I have to make that, yeah, I'm gonna make this smaller. And then make this one a little bit bigger. Let's see if we can put this down again. That's better. There's a little bit of a lip going on, but I can fix that with a border. And I want to do with the metal borders now because we got those recolored. That's been wonderful. Let's make this blue. Nah, let's make it white. It has to match white. And it's also good to kind of test this out. Actually, I want this skinnier. Same thing with this. I want this skinnier too. I'm suggesting it extends. That's what I'm suggesting. Where's my poles? My pillars. There they are. These pillars are fun to use, especially for a sci-fi build. This is from the steampunk pack, but I want to suggest that there's cylinders that would push it up. Yeah, I'm okay with this. So sci-fi is kind of like a well, it's machine stuff. You make machine stuff, things that don't necessarily wouldn't exist in the real world yet, but it kind of is. So that's what I'm suggesting here. Or has to be believable. Like magic just doesn't exist. It's just you don't know what it is. Magic's for things that are unexplained, right? So in sci-fi, it's more like, well, this hyperdrive has suggested a mechanical value, and it might actually work in real life, but it's a theoretical theory. So far, I like this little entrance. I need to fix up some of the bottoms here, or the sides here. Let's make this white. Put that here. I want to make this a door, right? I should make it a door. Let's go grab this door. I want to make it white. That and an orange. Grab that orange, move it here. There we go. Oops. Oh, it just actually didn't save that color. How funny. Okay. Then we're going to put that here. There's our door. And we could, technically speaking, put this on top like this. That means I should raise this up higher by this to kind of fix the edges. Yeah, I'm going to do it. So that means this is going to be a full wall. So as you can see, I just quickly changed up my strategy. Again, that's how you do things in Parkitect, is that you change strategy sometimes when you have to. And it's okay, you can change strategy. It just takes some getting used to. Actually, I like that. That added more uniqueness to the extenders here. I would love to add like little feet claws, right? Oh wait, can I use that? Use this? Ooh, I want to see. Ooh, but it Z-fights. That's the annoying part about these. Is that they Z-fight. Can I change the color to one color? Will they Z-fight still? Yeah, a little Z-fight still. You can see it. It's like fighting each other. So I use a different piece. This is where the experimentation comes in, where I go around finding parts that are kind of weird. Because, again, I don't know what parts I'm going to use. There's somewhat of a rough idea in my head. Oh yeah, coffins can be recolored now too. But I can't really use them. Maybe like this. They kind of look like feet, but it's a little too much. Not mechanical enough. That's what I'm looking for, is like a mechanical feel to it. Actually, can I use these candy pieces? But they have those designs on them, which is the annoying part about them. Let's see, 8. Looks like they have little teeth on them. Not in love with that. But I like the idea of using this licorice, peppermint piece right here to add a little bit of more detail. Again, this is like kit bashing when you're doing like actual model work. I'm basically kit bashing. Also, greebling is also the other word for it too. So I'm trying to figure out what works the best. So since I'm using walls now to kind of help fill this in, again, this should have a, let's say it's an information booth. That it's an information set, oh yeah, information booth for this little build. I know I want windows here, but I also have to get rid of these supports underneath. So let's do some support killing first. That will use the stump. And the stump cannot be resized, but I can gray it out. That reminds me, I should just plop down my terrain colors. That one's not mine, that's someone else's, which is very close to mine, but I like mine better. I even spelled terrain wrong, how funny. Again, not good at spelling. So these are my colors. They're really close to terrain colors, so that's all around the workshop. You guys are very interested in using it. It's very helpful when you're trying to blend pieces together. So I want this color. This is the gray one. And so this tree stump should be able to blend in pretty good. Yeah, you can still see this little lip, but we're going to cover those up. See, okay, there's two ways I can do this. I could build, actually. So there's two ways you can get rid of supports. You can get rid of supports by doing stumps, or you can do pathways. Pathways are a little bit easier, but it's also more expensive. So it's just a warning that this is going to be underneath the map. So there you go. Now it kind of looks like it's floating. That's kind of what I wanted to try to do. So let me first do, is this blueprint here. Let me blueprint this here. So we can at least copy it over. I don't have to rebuild it again. Oh, did I get everything? Looks like I did. Okay. I call it copy. And then I go find it, copy. Here it is. We're going to plop it over on the other side. I could add another staircase, or I don't need to. We can do some other cool things in the back here, like maybe some oxygen tanks that are colored yellow would actually be appropriate. Let's do that. And this time we're going to use the hexagon piece because that's one of our new pieces we got. So let's go make it yellow. Down to 0.50 and grid 2. One here, one here. Let's add some more in the back, just add some more definition. And then we're going to use the hexagon flat piece, which is called I'm going to call it a panel. Oh, but we have these rings now too, these toruses. Those are cool too. So these are called borders. So we'll make those gray, darkish gray. 0.50. And oops, one here, one here. There we go. We got ourselves an oxygen supply of some sort. Actually, this is going to be cool. Make that yellow, but we're going to make it a little bit darker yellow. And we're going to inlay it into the little corner here. So if I do 8, go like this and go doot, doot. Add some detail, ridges. I think that's the kind of the point what I do in most of these builds is that I'm trying to define edges. Because Parkitect has no textures in most of their scenery objects. So what I'm trying to do is add texture in places or break up the plainness of a wall. That's kind of the objective of what I do here. I just thought of a cool thing to do. Let's see, where's my details? Details. Oh yeah, we have the star and the heart piece. Haven't thought what to do with those yet. I will. It's going to take some time before I actually get some more stuff done. Oh yeah, I was going to take some pipe, but I'm going to change the color to... I can go gray now, which is cool. Let's stick this on here. It's like piping for the pistons or something. Something cool. Where's my ups? Oh, there it is, upside down. Let's see if this looks okay, because sometimes when you're testing out some stuff, things might not look good. So, and that's okay. Being afraid to experimentation is what probably what slows you down in most of like designing stuff. Yeah, I'm not liking it. Good thing I did it because I needed to see it. And it's weird that it kind of comes out. I don't like it. We're moving on. Changing up my process again, which is kind of what you do. I want to make these like specially what's it called? Round windows or hexagon windows? Where's Stanley? I need you for measurement, sir. There you are. Mr. Stanley, you need to stand right here. We're going to do some window testing because that's what we should do. Oh yeah, I forgot we have these windows. We have this window. This window is really basic. Like, reminds me of a submarine, but might as well use it. And then this is all the top, right? Nothing too different than what we normally would do. The only thing I need to do is kind of clean up the edges here. Maybe add some more visual interest. Yeah, this bottom edge is not the best looking. I could do... where is it? I could do this piece, but it would kind of be almost pointless. Because you don't get to see it. But I can also try... Again, more hexagons. I think more hexagons would be our solution. It would peek through. But it's kind of cool that it's poking out like that. And this border would help with the pieces. Yeah, I don't know about that. I could just do a normal wall that kind of goes down. Saying that the habitat... Oh, that's the word I was looking for, habitat. This habitat could be kind of built simple. So I could just do that. You can see it on the edges. Oops. But again, with the isometric view of this game, some items and some details get lost in translation. So there's a risk in doing that. But my brain knows right now it exists, and I like that it exists. And it helps me kind of root my building more. Kind of want to say, yeah, I want to say it like that. It's kind of just roots it in place. Kind of makes it real. Do that. Let's do some half walls to kind of give it that edging that I want. I don't even put those there because that would make no sense. So this back wall here actually goes down one. Let's do this just to complete it. So far, I like the direction of this little habitat is going. I just have to fix some of the... There's not enough detailing for me. I mean, it's all subjective, right? Everything about when you build something is all about subjective on what you feel. And you have to also trust the process. And that's where some things are difficult about this. Is you have to kind of trust where you're going with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it bites you in the butt. But in this case, right now I feel like it's doing pretty well. I kind of like where this is headed. I do want to change this color on the top though, because I did pick this blue. But the orange also works for me too. We'll keep the blue just in case. But I'm still debating on what to do here. Also, turning and moving your view around for perspective also helps with my decision making when it comes to stuff like this. So, if you're bothered by that, sorry, I have to kind of like do it because it's just how I That's how my process is for designing stuff like this. So, how well can I see this? I mean, it kind of looks like bolts, but not tiny enough. I would have to use a different piece. And I've done this before. I'm trying to remember what piece I used. Was it a half hemisphere? I think it was. Yeah, if I do like this and go up, we're going to skip every so often. That kind of works. They're just too bright. Yeah, make them darker. Yeah, I kind of like that. So we're going to copy it, so it makes it easier and more unified. So I'm deleting the other copy that I made. So you always have to keep in mind when you do the copy technique is that you will delete another copy, but sometimes the copy stays because I put a space behind it. It's weird how blueprinting goes. But roughly, yeah, the bolting makes it a little bit more industrial, which I kind of like. I don't know how realistic that would be on a space building of some sort. But again, it has to be somewhat believable. You get that sense of disbelief. And I like it. I like it a lot. So, might as well continue to put down that blueprint, because I still have to do the other side of this build, over this habitat. I'm still debating, well, I'm thinking ahead a little bit, what I want to do next to the habitat. I mean, I haven't even done environment yet, which I will. I'll do some, like, a little bit of environment around here. But I do actually want to move this over a little bit. Here, let's copy. Get rid of those, because I don't want to copy those necessarily. We're going to call this move. This is what my other little trick I do sometimes. If I want to move an item, I call it move. And here's move. Here it is. So first, I need to delete the one I just built. So we go like that. Delete. Oh, look at that. Still has the stuff up. Okay. Don't need those deleted. There's move. Let's move it back by one so I can at least put a little bit of a pathway. So like I'm suggesting that this is part of another part of the park, right? Actually, I should make it on the other side. Like this. Here's the other side of the park. I'll make it like a little path. That's cool. Actually, we should make it the same color as the ground so it blends in. Oh, wait, oops, wrong path. I should use dirt. Dirt actually is the very closest one I can do. Well, no, when it comes to path coloring, sometimes the color of the terrain don't match. You have to get really close with it. Kind of have to play around with it. Yeah, so this is what's really close about it. There we go. You can see the edging still there, but it's kind of invisible now. Okay, more copy. Let's do some more rivets. Oops, I got rid of some pathway. There we go. Copy. So far, the habitat feels pretty realistic. For me, it does. This staircase needs some additional help. Maybe just adding this would help, actually. Just adds a little bit of more sense of disbelief. Yeah, a simple pillar like that. That looks good. Oh, another path got deleted. Let's fix that. Let's add a window a window piece of glass actually to give it some shimmer. Oh, I've used this before. Actually, I want to see what this looks like inside it. If I switch it to the... Oh, interesting. I don't need those crossbars. I really don't. But I want this window. I want to make it like black so it's dark. I want to... Oh, see, it really doesn't... Looks like it changed much. So let's actually make it like a bright blue. There's a tint. I overlaid 2 pieces of glass on top. You can kind of see it. That works for me. Let's go put that door in. So far, the Scifi pieces I've used were only the top so far. I haven't used anything else yet. And I need to use some other pieces to give it some better look. Again, Scifi is very particular in some of its aspects. But right now, this is pretty close. Well, not close. This is kind of what I would classify as Scifi. So, there's some things missing on this build, and I can't really put my finger on it. So I need antennas maybe, some pipes, some wire, maybe some props, maybe some rocks as well on the surface. So we got new rocks, and I haven't played with these yet, so let's go play with them a little bit. Just kind of suggest what I'm going to do with these guys. Kind of feels like an a little weird planet type of thing. This rock's kind of cool if I stick it into the ground like this. That's different. Maybe if I did this like that. Kind of make it look different. Don't like that rock. What's the other rocks I got? I got this one. This one actually will be awesome actually to use. Kind of blends in with the other flat rock we got, this more angled one. Yeah. Again, this is experimentation. Still figuring out what I want to do to this. I actually want to know what this looks like if I went below. Yeah, it looks like a different rock now. It's not as tall, has this different shape to it. Kind of like it. Again, this could be the moon. This could be a different planet. I mean, I've done this before. One of my first campaign maps that I made. What did I do? I took a tree. This is kind of a callback. I took a pulper and I made it bluish and plopped them on the map. Kind of a weird thing to do, but I wanted to have a weird environment. And I thought, well, why not put a tree with a different color, suggesting the planet has a different environment on it. Why would it be blue? I don't know. It's just weird. We don't have that many blue plants on this planet, so I was like, oh, I'll just do something weird. So yeah, it kind of adds an environment to it, kind of gives it a weird look. So let's go back to... Oh yeah, we have lighting to do. I need to do that as well. Oof. Here's the weird... This is the simple lamp that we have for the game, for the science fiction pack. I just plop these here then. Nothing too crazy. Let's see if we can actually sync it in a little bit. Actually, grid 10. So they kind of sit inside, yeah. Like this. Let's double check what that looks like at night. Yeah, that looks cool. Looks cool to me. I kind of like it. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we have some sci-fi benches and stuff like that. Ooh, there's a cool thing I can do. So we have the other sci-fi lamps. Let's put down a couple on the asphalt here, or the sidewalk. And we're going to do this little cool little wire play. This is going to be cool. I like doing things like this. This is like what makes parks and things of this nature kind of fun to do. So let's make this a different gray color. Let me think here. Let's make it a little bit light. Actually, darker. Let's make it darker. And we're going to play with the cube. So I was suggesting that these lamps are plugged in to a main outlet. So we're going to do some weird twistiness to it, to add some interest. This one's going to go this way. Let's go find this thing again. Here, let's make the... We're going to plug it in straight. Yeah, look at that. It's plugged in. This one can go straight into this one. There's some alignment issues that will occur when it comes to things like this. But the cool part is we can just mess around with it a little bit. We can go like this a little bit and kind of just fudge it. Add an extra bit here just to give it some more definition, suggesting it's coiled up. Yeah, it looks like it's just kind of plugged around. This one's just going to try to go around the rock here. Maybe add some actual cable here, straight cable. But I want to change it up by doing this a little bit. Yeah. I hope this is making some sense on the thought process when I'm designing stuff like this. This one's just going to plug right into like this. Look at that, they're all plugged in. Now they have to. Now there's going to be a cable that leads to. Here's a bracket. A bracket could help me. Yeah, over here. Bracket. Can I change the size? I can't change the size of the bracket yet. Pity. Actually, I'm just gonna make this loop around and go back to the. Ooh, actually, I have a thought in my head. Where's my cylinder? There you are. Cylinder size number 25. Let's do that. And make a plug on the side of the build. There's a plug. So we're gonna stick this in. Where's my details? There. So I'm gonna sneak this in. Actually, I want the not half cable. Let's do the full cable. Full slope. But I'm gonna kind of throw it in. There you go. You can probably see it right there. Yeah, you can see it a little bit here, but I'm not too worried about it. It's kind of a fun little... Actually, we might have to use a different piece. I have another thought. Watch this. Okay. This is where my ingenuity comes in. Again, this is what you're supposed to do when you're designing stuff, is just let the process take you and see where it takes you, basically. So actually, I'm going to use this. I'm going to make it a little bit... That actually looks like cable. That actually looks cool. Let's do that. And then this comes out like this. Ooh. The colors don't match yet. I will have to fix that. Either I have to make the... Yeah, I like this. I have to make the color a little bit lighter, especially on shiny metal pieces. You have to make it kind of brighter to kind of match it. There we go. It looks a little bit better. And now I need a white bracket type of thing right here. Suggest it's a plug. Yeah, there we go. Using the pipe piece. That looks cool. There we go. We got ourselves a wire that connects to all the lights. And then the lights would turn on. Voila, that looks good. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. We're just still testing out some other ideas. I need to test out my cookie idea. If my cookies still work right now. Or are those small items? Cookies. Man, I can make an episode on sci-fi like non-stop. There's so many things you can do. But in this case, I kind of have to show you little bits of sci-fi. Because there's a lot you can do. Yeah, I can't really use the cookie right now. Let's see. Where are my sci-fi? Ah, there's my sci-fi stuff. So let's make these crates yellow. Because that would make sense. They're like emergency crates. With a little bit of blue on them. No, make them white. Make white lines. So we're going to put down some boxes. I'll make some big ones. Paint these maybe red. Like they're another set of boxes of some sort. Maybe more supplies. Make those yellow here. Let's make a yellow one. Now, some of the sci-fi pieces like this statue, again, this could be like an engine, a generator, something. Not sure what it could be. Benches. Benches are good to put down for your park, especially for a map like this. So we're going to put down a couple. I'm suggesting this isn't a real park. Like you can plop this down. But we're still need to do something on the top of this build. Maybe, let me go look at my reference that I had reference pictures up. Ooh, maybe a dome. Yeah, okay. Now let's do, oh, we can use the new hexagon piece. I know what to do now. Make something of a nature of like a, let's make this lighter. Make this gigantic one. And put it halfway. Oh, look at that. Looks like a dome on top. And then the border, colored white, at size 100, should be able to coexist like this. Looks like a skylight. Yes, I like it. We should put down some antenna stuff. Yeah, some of these bigger pieces are meant for like space stations and stuff. So like for example, if you build this like this, kind of build a tower, build a connector, that's for like docking of a ship or something. You can put this on top if you wanted to. Things like that. They're kind of just like lay them. This is what you're supposed to do with the pieces. But again, I'm not building a thing of that nature. I'm building something more of for a space colony. That's kind of what I'm doing. Yeah. The building process takes a second as your brain kind of fills in the pieces like mine does. So I want this antenna for sure. But maybe I should just build my own antenna array out of shapes. So when it comes to other sci-fi stuff, is like if I don't have the piece, I make it. Like for example, like the legs for the habitat. Made them out of shapes and pipes. So if I don't have a certain piece, I'll just make it. So if the same thing's going to happen here. Like I don't have an antenna array, so maybe I should build the antenna array off to the side actually. Ooh, actually, let's get rid of a window. Make this a door. And take some boxes. Oh wait, there's another cool thing I wanted to do with this build and I didn't do it yet. I might save that for another. Nah, I think I could do it. Also, a thing with like habitats is like you're supposed to have connectors between habitats. I could make connectors with this hedge piece. I've done it before in another build. Because it kind of, to me, it looks like connectors. You can see kind of what it represents. But it's not going to fit in this build right now. But I will probably use it in the future for another space-themed build. It's kind of what I'm doing here. So where's my details? Shoot, I'm losing it. Okay, no, here we go. Where's my chimney piece? Ah, chimney piece. Let's make this a box. Throw it right here. That right here. Let's do this chimney together. Goes straight up. It kind of looks like a chimney still, so we need to change it up. Ooh, hexagon piece might come in handy again, as usual. This is a great piece. Actually, that looks really cool. No chimney. We're going to change it up. We're going to use a hexagon piece. 0.50. Stick it in the center here. Grab some squares. At 0.50. And do this. Ooh, that looks cool. We're gonna make it a little bit like a, what we'd say, an attachment. That actually looks cool. I'm wondering, what does it look like when... Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I like this. Antenna on top. Ooh, it's not perfectly high enough either. So actually we need to go up by one. Just to make sure that this fits properly. And we can add another one right here, just to suggest it goes into the glass. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Stick this here. I need to center it. Oops. Let's change the color. Ooh. There we go. Gray, gray, gray. Always gray. This is basically greebling, basically what I'm trying to do. And then I like doing this with the pillars. These are fun to use. And suggest there's another bigger power array. Maybe an antenna array on top. Kind of giving it a, not making it symmetrical, making it offset to give it some interest. Because I feel like when buildings are symmetrical, they look boring to me. So I like to make things not symmetrical, because in real life, nothing's really symmetrical. So I'm going to try to do that more often. Let's make this orange so it matches our little technique here. Make this go down to, let's do it like this, grid. I kind of like the, ooh. That actually looks cool. Oh, I wish we had a hexagonal like dome. That's probably a mod. But I will just use a regular dome. Wherever my regular domes are, they're there. I'll just use a regular dome. Nothing too crazy. There we go. Now we need to put some antennas on it maybe, or some like satellite arrays. But I also want to do some... Ooh, to make this even pop more, we'll actually use the pipes for like a red pipe, suggesting it's wiring. And we'll make it right down the center. That connects all the conduit to the... That actually looks really cool. Yeah, let's go add some arrays in different directions, maybe at a different angle too. So I use half hemispheres for this. I think it's the best way to do it. So if there's one here, I was going to bring it out a little bit. Oh, you know what? I need to add some arms. That's what I need to do. And am I on the edge of a... Oh, I am on the edge of a grid. Which means I can use borders. That's a happy accident. Watch. I'm on the edge of a... Yep, it's exactly where it needs to be. How cool. Except for the other way, though. I can't do it the other way. So I'll use shapes. Never mind. Happy accident didn't happen. But it can happen. I'm going to make these point 15, grid 8. Kind of just place them right here. Here's going to be one array, and the other one's going to be down here. So we're going to suggest it sits like this. It looks like it's connected. Yeah, there's one showing up. Oh, you know what? Let's make this go diagonal, but it's not going to be connected to a piece. We'll just make it diagonal. And it'll just connect itself like this. Actually, it would make more sense if this was on top, wouldn't it? Like that. Yeah, that would make more sense. Let's add one more basic hemisphere. This is going to be number 1, right? This is one size? Yeah. We'll stick this one. I'm just placing it freehand. Okay. Now let's use the new torus piece we got. Same color. Do I have a diagonal 45? I do. I think I do. Uh-oh. Oh, wrong one. It's this one. Dude, that looks cool. That's a really cool looking piece. I really think that looks awesome, actually. I think I freehanded this one as well, didn't I? So we're going to freehand it again. Get it pretty close to what I did before. Kind of changing it up a bit. But that really makes it different, huh? Look at that. Using some of the new pieces is fun. So don't be scared on trying to do this. It's an experimentation. You learn, you practice, you do more of this. It's just practice, right? And always share your stuff. Even if you're not comfortable with it 100%, still share it, because it might inspire somebody anyway. And that's why I encourage you all to do. So I feel like this build is almost done. I can feel it. Like feels pretty solid to me. No, we're not going to do any vehicles today. Vehicles are a whole other ball game. Oh, you know what? We're going to add some... We got to add some AC units. So we're going to do a different way I do it. So we're going to use a cookie. We're going to paint it gray. Actually, let's do this. Watch this. Gray. Make this white. Go to 999, make it glow. Paint it. It should glow now. We're going to stick one here and one here. We should make them a little darker so that that image in the center kind of disappears. But the... Actually, no, it should be white. Wait, where's my glowing white one I have? Is this the glowing one? Oh, this is 300. Yeah, there we go. Maybe they're not shouldn't be black, but actually, where's my blue glowing bit? Oh, this one is. Here it is. I found it. Okay, let's see if the the gear covers up that face. It should be able to. If it doesn't, well, there's another solution. Again, this wouldn't make any sense, actually. It wouldn't. Actually, it does. It covers up the face and leaves that cool little line. There we go. We have ourselves a weird-looking AC unit. I want to get rid of the glowing. Oops. Because I don't want the glowing now. I changed my mind. And that's okay. Changing your mind. It's a part of the process. Get comfortable on doing it. But there's a caveat to that. Sometimes you have to give yourself some hard limits so that you can get things done. Because if you don't get things done, then you sit there and you build a map for 3 years, like I have with American Adventure. But yeah, I feel like this is done. And this only took about an hour, 50 minutes. I feel very happy with it, actually. I like it a lot. Let's put down Mr. Robot, because that would make a lot of sense. Here you go, Rob. Oh, look at that. He fits perfectly in the little build. It's perfect. So yeah, this is how you do sci-fi. It's a rough idea, actually. There's a lot more details I can go into with sci-fi, but this is just a holding point for you guys. Actually, this piece here needs to change to a basic wall, because no window would actually exist there. There we go, fixed. So I suggest, again, when you do sci-fi, pick up a lot of reference pictures, look for those. Another key thing for sci-fi is pipes, metal, gears. That's kind of like steampunk. Same idea here for this sci-fi stuff. But yeah, this is the sci-fi, what am I calling this? The habitat. Yeah, I'm going to save this actually and put it on the workshop for you guys to play with. So I suggest you, you know, plop it down in your park, pull from it, experimentation, you know, all that good stuff. I feel like this is a good little build. We're going to call it Moon Pod Outpost. Yeah, Moon Pod Outpost. It's kind of a weird name, but it works. So there we go. There's the Moon Outpost for sci-fi. So let's look at the sci-fi pieces one more time. Yeah, here they are. There's a lot I could have done with these pieces. I could have done an antenna array on top of that antenna. Could have put a rocket ship landing nearby, but that's a cool idea. Like, you can put this nearby, like here, a rocket landed. Even though this rocket's very, very small, I just realized. But yeah, this is sci-fi. So I hope this helps in your adventures into decorating your parks, and lesson in basically my thought process and design in total. So I'll catch you guys in the next Parkitect University, so maybe for more themes or some more other things. I want to thank my patrons for the continued support. So if you want to support me on Patreon, you can. It is a link in the description below. But I'm going to let you guys go and go experiment. Happy building. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.